Why do they all wear those bandanas or whatever on their head?
It's just a style. Oh, Phyllis, just wait a second. Around Freeman, you know, they've got the Hutterish, the Low German, the Swiss German Mennonites, like I, which were, of course, really best. But anyway, my aunt, who was the oldest child of my grandparents, my aunt, she went to Freeman Junior, she went to the Freeman Academy. It was like a high school for Mennonite kids. And here's a Swiss German, and she met this Hutterite boy with the last name Kleinsister. She fell in love, and they eloped. They eloped. She was only 17, but they eloped. They got married. My grandfather was so mad. He didn't talk to her for a year, and of course, at the end, she produced 11 children, and they were all his favorite grandchildren. Everything was happy at the end. But the first weekend, she's just been married. She goes with her husband to this Hutterite church just north of Freeman. And the preacher all of a sudden notices her. He's standing up there, and he looks down at her. She really kind of tried to look nice. She wore a hat and one of her better dresses. And he looked down and he said, "In this church, lady, everyone wears a shawl, not a hat, and you will wear a shawl too." And you know, it's kind of embarrassing. And I don't know, she's been gone now. I just heard that story. I just wonder if she wore a shawl the next week, or she thought, no, I didn't do it. Yeah. Okay, next. We were always startled to see tractors, but there were a few of those too.
Do you have any idea how old that tractor is?
No, no. But you can see we were there in very early August, so they were harvesting as much as they could. Don't you feel sorry for that horse? Those are some pretty big logs with those guys. So they were all haying.
Maybe they don't have any motorcycles.
I don't know. And scarecrows. A lot of the fields would have scarecrows to keep away some kind of bird. I don't know. That's a scarecrow. And I suppose this is a root cellar where they could store their potatoes and carrots. Oh, this is a road. Look at this road. Imagine bouncing on this. A week before we left here, I woke up one morning and my back was killing me. I just didn't know what to do. It killed me. I was going to leave in a week on this trip. I had to take care of my back. I didn't want to go to a chiropractor. I didn't know what to do. It just killed me. So, this is about 2 weeks after my back went out. I was on that road, and my back's been wonderful ever since. It just kept going back and forth, getting me so relaxed. So we need more roads like that.
That was an expensive chiropractic treatment.
Yeah. Okay, oh, look at this market here. Now, we didn't stop to eat anything because it was just a Sunday we walked through the market. But, you know, their vegetables look good.
Lois,
Yeah?
I bet they don't use any pesticides, do they?
I bet not, I don't know.
Well, the wheat field made me think
Yeah.
of that. So full of weeds, and then I see all these vegetables, and I think,
I have a relative in Freeman, and he's done a lot of research. He said somebody once went all around the world trying to find the best soil to grow things, the best soil in the world, and it's actually the Ukraine. So they've got the soil. Some places it's black dirt 8 feet down. Can you imagine here in Custer? 8 feet of black dirt? Okay. Oh, there's poppy seed. How many of you were at ethnic dinner last week? We had poppy seed rolls, and we had everything. But poppy seed, yeah. And when I go to Freeman, I always buy a couple pounds. And this, I can't figure this out. I think this is bruggy, but a lot of people like to put sour cream on it. And I know in Freeman there was one restaurant that would fix pierogi and just put a white gravy on it. That was good too. And there's poppy seed. And that's some kind of soup. When we were in Kiev, we always had soup for the first course. We had very good meals in our hotel. That was breakfast, can you imagine? But anyway, it was always borscht for the first course. And that bread, when I came back, I just had to have more starches like that. I just had. So I made spaghetti, and no kidding, including breakfast, I had 9 straight meals of spaghetti. I had to have those carbohydrates. But the bread was wonderful. And here's a village one. Okay. And I get a kick out of this picture. Look at that cow. He's really looking at you. Yeah. Oh, and this is, and this I try to figure out who this guy is, and his scrawl on the side there. I asked someone later on. It looks like he's kind of seated on a book. And the Ukrainians are famous for their culture, their literature, their music, what have you. And this guy is a famous author. And but look again, just huge. And here's that famous city street. So you complain here in Custer, just like you could have a street like that. And that soft sand will get you down. We ended our trip in Zurich, and so we had several days where we really heard stories about Menno Simons and the struggles that they had with the Anabaptists. We went to a cave, this is not that far from Zurich, where people would hide. And there was a waterfall that hid the entrance to the cave, so we went inside that cave, and it just, yeah, there's a Mennonite church, yeah. This Gary Waldner, who leads many tours, sometimes 3 a year, what happened was in the 60s, he went over there as, I suppose, to get out of military service. He worked as a teacher at a military base for the children there. And he liked it so well, he married one of the German women there, and he stayed there all these years. He comes back once in a while to Freeman. He had 3 kids. His wife died a year ago. And the question is, he's 76 and he knows all this history. What's going to happen when he's gone? Who's going to take over? We just don't know. And this little place, this is close to Zurich, but we stayed, this is from the 1400s. And the room that I was in, when you lay down on the bed, the ceiling was only about a foot from your head, so you had to be really careful. So very medieval. So anyway, it was a wonderful opportunity. I'm it was a weird thing that I got to go on this trip. You know, how did that fake letter find me, and then I was able to get the real deal on it. And, but it was very, very good. Oh, okay. There's my main name. And Schrag, there are a lot of Schrags in Switzerland, of course, because remember, it means a steep side of the mountain. And there was a lot of industry in this area of Switzerland, but I don't know what the Schrag plant makes. I don't have any idea.
Did you find any of your relatives in the baptismal books?
No, I didn't look. You weren't really even supposed to touch that. This family was very nice. We had 39 people, and they all gave us all a big glass of apple juice. It was very, very good. Oh, yeah. Joseph Graber, did you read that? Exhibited New Breed of Cattle, 1872. And our Dr. Graber, I keep telling him he's related to me, and he does not want to admit to that. He says, no. He says, he's from Kansas. Well, all these people on the bus, a lot of them are from Kansas. But Switzerland is very charming. Oh, look, that cow did have a bell. Did you see that? A bell, so we can find them when they're up in the mountains. And see, they just have a little area for tombstones, so when one person dies, they've got to get rid of one. There's a Graber, Robert Graber, 1994, but that was about the oldest one we could find. 94. And that was a big church there in Zurich. And this Zwingli, this is kind of interesting, he's a leading Mennonite, but actually he was a general for one of those groups, and he had killed a lot of people, but he still is a Mennonite. Yeah, we're going to the cave now. So the water that used to go over the front of the caves, that's all gone now. Okay, I think that's enough, Phyllis. And lights, please. I can answer just a couple of questions. Oh, we have a nice little surprise at the end here. Oh, just a second. Those t-shirts. Okay, while these girls are getting dressed for the grand